Woo! that was a little Ric Flair right there. Holy sh! 5-iron 250 carry?
278 total.
Yeah. Yeah. My God. All right. Well.
In the history of sweet spots, I've never hit the sweet spot of the sweet spot. That's what that is.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be testing the new Callaway Apex line today, with starting out with the Ai150 and moving into the Tie Fusions. What do you see here differently, Joe? Between the 200, the 300, this is an addition to that line of the Apex Ai.
Yeah.
So talk to us.
Yeah, no, it's very similar looking, right? You got the weight in the back here, that Apex weight that's removable. You can go lighter, you can go heavier without having to rebuild a club.
Right.
It's really good for that tinkerer, right? That's someone who wants to discover what swing weight's best for them. It should affect launch, spin, you know, those characteristics of a ball flight. But right away, the first thing I noticed is how shiny it is. I mean, I can literally right there, right?
Okay.
But you do have that matte on a different color, kind of a different texture here on the face. Looks very similar, very comparable. There's not much change in terms of, you know, the look of it or the design. This is a forged iron, the Ai150 here on the side. It's going to pair you up well with what they've already released.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. And I think we were also seeing they have some color options for the badges in the back as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So these removable weights here,
gotcha.
They just came out with customizable options, which a lot of people like, right? You can match it up to your grip, to your ferrules. You can really do whatever you want. You got a specific sports team you like. You know, just really, it kind of make it your own. Not a lot of brands offer that type of customizability.
Very true.
Yeah.
Pair that up with some custom ferrules like you mentioned, and that'd be awesome. All right, let's move over to Nick for some tech talk.
Let's start with the first one, which is the Apex 150, which is an addition to their Apex 300 and 200 line. And so what you're going to get is a little bit cleaner package. I call this, and I'm sure Callaway doesn't like it, but I call it the 770 of Callaway. You're going to have that clean look, that nice camber on the front edge for clean impact. You're going to have that tungsten weight on the back for more power, more speed, and more forgiveness. So if you like that Apex line, or if you've liked the Apex Pros in the past, this 150 is really going to be the iron to look at. Now, moving on with the lines of Apex is, Apex had their Tie Fusion, which they originally launched last year with the black finish. They have now come to market with the same club, but in a chrome finish. Now, people go, wait, that's backwards. Why would they do that? Well, when you have a titanium construction like this, the chrome finish is hard to put on there. It's actually very hard manufacturing. The black was easier. But over time, they were able to figure out how to do the chrome so that you could have that look for the player that likes the chrome look over the black look. Nothing else changes in this iron. And by the way, this has been one of the biggest surprises on our wall in the last year. Talk about speed and forgiveness in a package that looks great. A little bit thinner top line. Again, they do a great job on their sole grind where you got a little camber on that leading edge so it doesn't dig, and plenty of forgiveness as a hollow body design. Now, what they did add to that Tie Fusion line is the Tie Fusion 250. So could they take that Tie Fusion that was a surprise to them on how well it's done in the marketplace? Not because they were worried about performance, but just the whole Tie package is not something that's been normal. So with its performance being so good, they're like, let's make a more forgiving version for another subset of golfers. So they came out with the Tie Fusion 250, which will only come in chrome right now. And again, it's got a lot of the same everything as their normal Tie Fusion, where it's a hollow body, titanium construction, cambered sole. The difference now with the 250 is bigger, little wider sole, little deeper cavity, internal cavity there, a little deeper, a little thicker top line, and you're gonna have a little bit more offset. So, you know, you got your normal Tie Fusion for, let's call it your better ball striker, single digit, and then the Tie Fusion 250, which is gonna be more of maybe somebody who struggles with, like myself, with hitting it a little off center, or maybe a mid to higher handicapper. But all in all, it's a great round off to this Apex line.
So again, this here's the 5-iron. My stock 5-iron distances for my current set that I game, I carried about 200, rolls out to about 211, 212 on TrackMan, is what I normally see. Right. So let's see how this compares.
Sounded great.
Yeah, buttery off the face. That was nice. Yeah, so I mean, right away, first swing, I'm seeing about 10 yards more carry, 20 yards of rollout, 231 5-iron. Don't mind if I do. Make me feel like Xander out here playing some Apexes. So now, and that's kind of what you see. I mean, my swing speed might have gone up a little, but 7 more yards of carry on that swing versus the first one. When you get with forgiveness and you get, tons of ball speed, sometimes you're kind of giving up a little bit of that consistency.
You can.
Yeah.
And I would like to see also when you're below 45-degree landing angle with the 5-iron or with the 5-iron, a little inconsistency as well in the carry.
One's a little bit to the right there.
Yeah. But I like that landing angle a lot better, more controllable.
Yeah.
That was a good swing. We lost out to the right, but I like that height.
And that's one thing I've noticed. Mishits do sound very mishitty. They sound clunky to me.
They sound really clunky.
Yeah. I mean, it's a solid, it feels like a solid head.
Yeah.
Is this? Yeah, this is forged. It's a forged head, so it is very solid. When you miss it, there's tons of feedback there, right? It's very, very good feedback.
And it's a very different sound than just like a normal single-piece forged club.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a little bit more tech in this club, of course. And I can hear it, like you mentioned. Like, it really does sound clunky when you caught that one just a hair heavy, right?
Yep.
Sounded really good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
None of that this afternoon, please.
But I mean, 234 with a 5-iron for me, it's a little too much.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not really what I'm looking for.
Right, yeah. No, I mean, and I'm looking at the carry consistency.
Absolutely.
I mean, landing angle's a little bit too low. If you were in these, we would need to go a little bit weak in the loft. But let's take a look here. I mean, our dispersion, okay? I mean, we had that one cut off to the right that we like the height a little bit more of, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the bigger miss here. But we'll leave that in there for now. So, I mean, looking at your club head speed, all right, pretty consistent. Ball speed, yeah, I mean, that is hot, right? 145 smash factor, average carry here. Like you mentioned, not quite as consistent as we would necessarily like to see, but let's take that cut out and see what happens to consistency. I mean, that's much better.
Yeah, it really
We take out that one big miss that you had, the other 4, so, 80% success rate, 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for this kind of a techie iron, if you will, or a forgiving iron.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. I'd like to see that landing angle come up a little bit more.
Yep.
And really, it's not necessarily the launch or even over the overall peak height. It's the spin that we're seeing off of that head that's giving you all of that rollout, which is just too much.
Consistent spin, 153 plus or minus.
Very consistent,
just
right?
low.
But
Just
you need a
consistently
higher
low.
spinning iron just for control purposes, right?
sure.
But we'll put this guy back in there. Let's go ahead and hit the Thai Fusion.
Okay.
I gotta say, it looks beautiful.
It does.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Callaway lineup of irons. There's a few in there that I do like the X Forge that we tried out. I loved that look. This looks super clean to me.
In my opinion, it's the best looking one.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks sexy.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for right there. Okay, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm impressed
very
with
similar.
how consistent these distances have been. Fan that one a little bit, okay, but to see that carry kind of maintaining there, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more here, Joe,
Okay.
and then we're gonna give it all out, okay?
All right.
That was. Did you give that one a lecture? You're supposed to wait.
93 mile an hour.
Okay.
240 on a regular swing.
Give me 2 hard swings here, brother.
All right, little draw. Woo!
Holy
250 on that one.
God, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, too bad it's 65 feet right.
That's where the hole was.
That's where the hole was.
Just didn't draw. All right, let's go one more.
My God.
Same ball speed. That one's going
That was
way,
more ball speed.
though. Yeah.
Okay.
264 though.
Let's take a look. I mean, that ball speed was insane. Yeah, I mean, we've got a tighter dispersion, honestly, with the Apex Ti Fusion. Okay, so interesting there. About the same ball speed, same kind of smash factor, more consistent carry, which I'm a little bit surprised about, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, very, very similar numbers across the board.
Yeah.
Really are.
No, they really are. Those
Yeah.
are
Now, we know that this is the hotter head, and how do we know that? Well, let's hide all the other stuff, and let's look at the two hard swings, right?
yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, when you're maxing it out, we're talking about 9 miles an hour of ball speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you swung a couple miles an hour faster, but does this head feel a little bit lighter than the AI150?
It does. It does.
Okay.
It feels
That's
a little
probably
hotter.
where that's coming from.
Yeah.
But I
2
mean, we're
miles an
talking-
hour at club speed isn't going to turn into, normally wouldn't turn into
No.
14 extra yards of
No,
yards, right?
no. That, I mean, that smash factor difference of .007 and getting a PGA Tour average driver smash factor, that's pretty damn impressive right there, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And I like that when you swung harder, we got a little bit higher landing angle out of it than we did with the AI. Yeah, I think that I would put you in the Fusion over the AI150, even though it's kind of counterintuitive. You would think at your level you'd play the 150, but hey, let the data do the talking, right?
Exactly.
So really cool test there, Joe. Let's move on to the TI Fusion 250.
250.
Perfect.
There's not a thing different about them. Well, okay, the back of it, the kind of the design of the back is different. I mean, you can kind of see the way this is cut out, and that one's just more of a sleeker, smoother. But that's really about it. I mean,
Yeah, so that's just how they beef it up a little bit more up top, really, than anything else. I don't really see. I mean, it's a little bit wider.
There's more of a high point there versus this kind of flat across.
I feel like that's just a little bit wider. What do you see anything offset wise when you're putting it down?
No, when I was putting it down.
No, very similar.
Yeah, I can still see the same amount behind it. The top line maybe a little thicker in the 250. I do see a thicker top line.
Okay.
But offset, no, very similar to the eye at least.
Yeah.
The size of the grooves, the size of the head, very similar as well. Maybe a tad bigger on the 250, but yeah, there's not a lot of change here.
Yeah, Callaway, they do a really good job of blending their sets together.
Yes.
Right, and their lines to be able to, do that potential combo set. So I got to give them props for that because
I mean, they did it with the Elites.
Yep.
They do it with the Apexes. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But this is going to be their more for those higher handicappers, more forgiving, a little bit more ball speed. That's
Absolutely.
Kind of what's happening with here. I mean, most iron brands kind of follow that same bucket going.
Yeah, because they wanted the TI Fusion to be that kind of low to mid handicapper, and this to be the mid to high handicapper, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. That was hit. Fanned it a touch, but man, that ball speed jumped up.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's do it.
Unleash the beast.
That was a big draw. I say you. 256.
Just a bit outside.
Woo!
That was a little Ric Flair right there. Holy 5 iron 250 carry?
278 total.
Yeah. My God. All right. Well,
In the history of sweet spots, I've never hit the sweet spot of the sweet spot. That's what that is.
all right, Joe, let's take a quick look here. So with each data set, I took out the 2 really hard swings.
Yeah.
When you get into the Apex Fusion 250, you're getting a little bit more of the lefts into play, right? I don't know if there's a little bit more offset or you noticed that, but that's what we're seeing in the data.
Yeah.
So a little bit wider left to right. Still, I mean, I'm impressed with the consistency of the carry distance.
Yeah.
I really am. I mean, we're talking the most consistent, which is so counterintuitive. We got more consistent as we went on. All of them really around the same distance.
Yeah.
Carry-wise. Total was really what you gained here with the Fusion 250. A little bit of elevated ball speed from where we started, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And you were swinging faster.
Yeah,
this
just a little
time.
bit, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. Overall, Apex, Fusion, just the normal TI Fusion here. We did lose it out of the right a little bit, so maybe that's where the height's coming from. I think that was the best one for you out of this. We took left out of play, just a one-way miss, but let's check it for the 2 hard swings, okay? That ball speed is pretty dang impressive.
And what's crazy is it's less than a mile an hour faster, but
yeah,
another 10 extra yards of carry there with a rollout of 267. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's a crazy 5-iron.
I mean,
now, I'm never probably going to swing like that on the course, maybe around my buddies on a league night or something, have some fun with it.
yeah,
but
after a few beers, you're like, hold my beer, watch this.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, but it's always fun. You know, you try the Happy Gilmore swing, right? You try to swing as hard as you can.
It's true.
And that's that right there. Just knowing what it can do, it's kind of fun to know.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell my buddies I hit a 5-iron 278 on TrackMan.
There you go. Well, Joe just hit a couple bombs out there, but let's bring in Matt and see what he's got.
All right, Matt, we brought you in here as usual. We want to see what this club can do. Now, I told the guys behind the scenes here, I don't think it's necessary. You can look on the screen and see what I did. I'll give you $1 if you can beat it.
$1? Oh boy.
Shiny dollar.
This is actually some big money for us at Club Champions. I'm excited.
Yeah.
All I need to do is beat 148 on ball speed, and I'll feel that I have won.
Let's do it.
That was towed. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
There you go, a little lower. And there it is. Ball speed already beat me. A little higher, a little more spin.
So overall, it really pops off the face. So in terms of explosiveness off the face, you really don't feel much at impact because that ball just takes off from that face. So it has an explosive feel to it overall, and I realize that I'm not trying to flush it, but when you do flush it, it feels phenomenal. There's very little feel that transfers back to your hand. It absorbs really well in the club, which transfers to the golf ball itself. So you're gonna get that smash factor out of the club. It's got a great feel to it. All right, now, I don't like that I didn't see 110. So whether you use clips from here or not is not my concern, but I'm not stopping without a club head speed.
108.
Now I'm just trying to go low. All right, hang on. What we care about is really ball speed.
Ball speed, yeah, and distance. Let's see. We'll see if you can beat 278.
I don't think with my height I can, but all right, I need 1.9 there, or if I can get 110 out of club head speed, I'll be pretty happy with that.
Oh.
110.
There it is. 110. The Proud. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more videos, be sure to check out the channel.